Hello people, welcome back to DutchModeling. Today with you for another inbox review, and this sample has been provided to me by Panda Hobbies and Domino.be, and I want to thank both of them very much for providing me with this, and have to say that this kit and many more others are also available at Domino.be, so go over there, give them a look, and if you like it, maybe you can order it from them. As the kit goes, it's a M1296 Stryker Dragoon Infantry Fighting Vehicle, or IFV. It's a 1/35 scale with photo etch in the classical scale series. I'm guessing 1/35 is classical scale series. The box art is you can see, deployed Dragoon with two Black Hawks in the background. It's very nicely looking. I like this style of box art myself, so that's the number is unknown on the top, but the kit number is over here. You got one re-edition of the color callouts, and the kit number is PH Panda Hobbies 35045 for the M1296 Stryker Dragoon. On the side, again, you got a box art, the name, and the scale, and the kit number. And on this side, again, you got a color call out. And there is a little bit of Jinglish over here. Years old due to small parts. Contains functional sharp edge and points. Keep out of reach of children. So it is years old due to small parts, just so you know. And here again is the photo, the same as on the other side. Box art, name, scale and number. So let's open the kit, let's see what's in there. The first one pops up is the upper and lower hull and the wheels. Let's take everything aside. Got the instruction sheet, the color call out. We got these clear parts, and then 1, 2, 4, 5 sprues with a double core, so 4 different sprues and a little photo thread with a little bit of decals over here. So I'll put this aside, and let's start with the user's manual, so as I like to call it, and let's read for the assembly. The icon instructions, optional bending, do not stick, yada yada, we all most of you know what it is. It's a booklet, quite stiff, it's all like high gloss, at least the first pages. And you got the parts, or the sprue overview, and they are all lettered and numbered, so that's always good. You got the clear parts, tires, photo etch, and decals. And then you start the assembly in the lower hull with the drivetrain. Then you got some extra armor bolted onto it. You got the steering made up here. Got some brackets. Then you got the damn, I forgot the word. I will be back for that later. This is all for the front. They turn it around. It's still the front. So this is the steering. And you got the shock absorbers. English is getting harder and harder, it seems. So that's all the front 4 wheels. That's all the work done on that one. And you got the wishbones, and then you got the more parts for the drivetrain. On the back, they're called differently. Just can't remember it. Front armor plates going on, and some covers for the drivetrain going on here. Some bump stops going in, plating, these are travel arms, swing arms, and shock absorbers as well. Then you got some more cover for the vital parts of the suspension and steering, some armor on the other side, a box here, toolbox here, again armor plating on the sides, tow hooks going on, towing eyes, not the hooks. Then you work on the rear plate with the doors, all putting together here, as you can see. At step 5 you only start making the wheels, which is basically the rubber tire, the rim, you can see there, and you have to make 8. Okay, you make 8 of these, and you make 7 of these. That's wrong. You need 8, I guess, because there's, what's the difference? Let me look. Okay, so there's, you're adding this one, the E19, but apparently you only need to add that to 7. There's one that don't need that, and I think that's just a typo. I think these needs to be 8 as well. But I will be looking at E19 when I'm going through the sprues to see if you got 8 or 7 or 8 of those parts. Let's continue. Boxes from the back. These seem to be the caps for the shock absorbers. Another box on this side, and more towing eyes here, and a locking mechanism on the door. Jerry cans, fuel cans, more stuff on the back. Fuel cans or water cans. I'm guessing they're fuel. Make 2. Oh, actually, you need to make 4. Make 2. Okay, so they're a little bit different apparently. Why are they different? Probably 2 for fuel, 2 for water. Some plating on top. Some photo etch here. The hatch on the front. Hatches on the back. Armor plating on the side. Parts for the exhaust. Boxes, all small stuff, fuel caps. Why would the fuel caps be there? That's strange, but still. Tools, photo etch, hatches, armor plating again, covers, antennas, another hatch here, handlebars everywhere. It's gonna be another big hatch with driver's hatch this here, on top on there. I think that's a driver's hatch. I would guess that would be the driver's hatch. Yeah, it would be the driver's hatch. All small stuff on the top. The protective bracket for the vision ports. Over there, more tools. Headlights. The headlights here, as you can see. Handlebars and everything, all small stuff's going on here. Then there's the, well, space for all kinds of stuff. The stowage rack, that was what I was looking for. Stowage racks being put on inside as well. This looked like a those plates they drive on when they got stuck on sand in the desert or something like that. I don't know what they're called in English. A wire cutter on the front, and then wing mirrors go on as well, and then you start working on the turret, which I really don't actually know what kind of gun this has, and it's not told because there's no write-up on this. So the gun could be a 90mm, could be a 7. Yeah, I'm guessing. I think it will be a 90, but I'm not sure. The coax, you build them up, place them on the main barrel here, put it all into brackets. They do not tell you not to glue, but I'm guessing it will be friction fitted, so I don't think you need to glue this. Put on the turret bottom, and then will be the settings for the night vision, infrared, and whatever. The thermal view will all be put in here later. Turret top goes on, turret rear goes on, some fasteners and everything will be go on here. And here's the, again, what I thought, the infrared, thermal, night vision viewer goes in there. Hatch goes on the back. And then they actually use the back side, so that's a new thing. Smoke launchers go on here. Smoke grenade launchers. This is a belt fed for the ammo, the belt for the feeding to the coax, more smoke grenade launchers, the cover for the viewer, and then the turret goes on. Some more plating here, some more small stuff goes on top of here. So, and then it's finished. And you don't see a picture of the finished model. What most companies do, they don't. So, not a bad thing. Those are the instructions. Then you got the color callouts. One side you got the color callout. There's no unit named, and it's used by Ganji, Sanyo, Mr. Color. So these are the C numbers, are all what they want, and they need only a tire black, a light green, silver or iron. I wouldn't use silver on the hooks, but okay. A sand yellow, a steel, and that's it basically. Oh yeah, a wood brown. But, and let me see. Ha. This handle is red, but they don't call out red. Yes, I'm being pedantic. There's red, and they do not call out red. Yes, I'm that bad. Sorry. And on this side, you got a little poster from the box art. It's always nice to have for your new man cave. So let's start with the wheels, because that's always interesting. See if they are styrene or rubber. And these are, they are very, very tough rubber. But yeah, I think that is, or a mixture between rubber and, because you can squeeze them all that little bit, but you have to squeeze really, really hard. These are Michelin's, so that's cool. They got a lot of information on them. Or a lot of information actually. It's the name X, and then you got the tire width. Let's see if I can read this. These are supposed to be 395s by 80 by 20 R20. I think it's very hard to read. Maybe the camera picks it up better. So that's the measurement of the tire, and there's the name, and there's the thread. So these tires look pretty good. Normally you got the mold line in the middle. These ones don't. They have it here on the sides, so it makes up the cleanup pretty easy, to be honest. Just here on the sides. Come on, focus. See there. Instead of in the middle. So that's, I like that, that's a plus. And they are not the squishy rubber, that's also a plus. Then let's start with the upper and the lower hole. Where to go with my knife? Here. On my new Domino.be cutting mat, which I really like, it's a high quality. So I'll do the upper hole first. Camera a little bit like that. So, come on, move. Don't. No, you move that way. Yeah, thanks. So I can. This is easier for me. And there's a lot of molded on stuff already. You know, placement holes everywhere. This hatch is molded on. There's a lot of molded on here. There's no interior detail whatsoever. Some vents are molded in already. Doesn't look too bad. Most of this will be covered up. It's smooth as a baby's arch, that is. So there's no texture to it. I don't know if these should have an anti-skid texture or something, or a rolled steel texture or anything, because I have never seen one of these in real life, so I can't really tell you about that one. Well, what they have molded on actually looks pretty good. Some hinges here molded on. Yeah, not too bad. A little cutting mat so I can show you. You can see the molded on stuff yourself. And I'm just showing you this, so if you're interested in buying this, you know what you're looking at and if it's worth your money. I can tell you what I think, but most people do not give a single what I think. So here it is for you to judge you on your own. That's the upper hole. And let's do the lower hole. So. And again, not a single bit of interior detail, so that's very easily done. And on the sides, there is some molded on, but most of this will be covered up either with the wheels, extra armor plating, the shock absorbers, the steering and everything, so most of this won't be even visible. So there's a little pack that broke off here, but again, you won't even see that because there will be a plate covering everything here. Anti-mine plates, best guess. So there is some molded on detail there. You can see it yourself in the light. These are the sides, the bottom plate. Zoom a little bit like this. I really hope the light is not too bright for this, and this will also be covered, so these will be covered, this will be covered, there will be some plating here. You got the wheels, they're this big, so most of this won't be visible at all. There's a little bit of cleanup on the side because of course this is from a sprue. There are some locator pins here, but there's nothing here, so it's kind of strange. You see here the pins there and there and there. You would think those are locator pins, but these are smooth. There's only 2 pins in front and that's it. So see how this fits together. Put those 2 in, and just remember there's some little cleanup still going on, so the fit won't be perfect at this point. I just want to see how the front lines up, if there are any gaps there. And this lines up pretty perfectly. Like I said, here on the sides there's some cleanup, but if you line up the front pins, there's almost no, you can't even see where one starts and the other ends, because if you see, that looks pretty good. So after cleaning this up, yeah, should fit fine. Put that out of the way. Let's do the clear parts. It's not very, no, I'm not keeping it. There's basically vision blocks and light fixtures, and that's it. So yeah, just a small view. That and that's with armor. Most of the armor parts, you're not really interested in the clear parts because they're barely visible as is. So let's do the first out of 4 unique sprues. We got 5, we got 1 double. So these are the baskets on the side. This is on the rear. See if the detail on this side, except for these, there is nothing, so I don't have to turn it around. And there is all small stuff, steering here. And armors, there's not a lot of tool. Yeah, it's not all. There's all a lot of small, just gap fillers, so to speak. You can see yourself. Just try to put it straight on here. Also, there's a lot of gap there. And there's the storage bin on the back. And then you got the thinner. I can see anything. There, more small stuff. Even on the smaller parts, there's no flash, so that's pretty impressive. I've seen
pins on the side. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Corrugated steel. That looks good.
Yeah, there's a shovel here. It's nothing special. You won't be able to see that most of it is anyway because it will be hidden under a plate again. These sides. Put these one in first. Next up, we got the turret, top and bottom. I see the rear plate, the door, parts of the transmission, the hatches, the driver's hatch, doors. There's a turret with some rivet detail on it. Not a lot of rivet detail on it. The turret bottom, the rear plate, the door entrance and the door, the lower plate for the for the front, transmission parts, and more armor plating here, so 2 doors. See if there's some detail on the other side, which there is a little bit of detail on the inside of the door, but there are also some massive pins here on the ejector pin marks, so you could open it up, but there is here 2 ejector pin marks. You could open the rear door if you wanted, because the hinge is here as well, so you can make them go any way you want. But then there is not a lot of detail, and you need to clean up nicely here. And there's no detail there's no interior whatsoever. So if you would like to open it up, so you have the back side, this plate as a ramp, which is possible because you got the hinges here. Then you would need but 1 or 2 figures on the ramp, so you wouldn't be able to see inside the Stryker because there is no detail in there. Which is a bit of a shame, to be honest. All in all, doesn't look too bad. Let's see the outside first, and we'll turn it around so you can see the inside as well. So you know what I was talking about. And this is pretty detailed, but you won't be able to see because you get covered by armor plating. There again, some fillers. That's the rear plate then, and that's the doorway. And that's the lower half, that's the underside of the, glacis plate. Hey, the lower side of the glacis plate. See? Eventually I will figure it out. And there's the third top. And more small stuff. So let's see the inside. So we need to see this one and this one. Let's do this one first. This is the inside of the rear entrance. You can see there is some detail there, but also some major sprue ports. And then here's the door itself, which will be visible on this side and as well, of course, if you open the rear part. And you need to fill it up as well. But then again, I wonder, it is possible. Well, you got the possibility, so that's always a plus. Back. Then we got a duplicate sprue. These are the wheels. These look like rivets. Always fun. Styrene rivet you can add. A shit ton by the looks of it. Or have to add. I really didn't take that much attention to the instructions apparently because I didn't see those. This is the E sprue, so I have to look at E19 because they made 17 and I'm just gonna look for that one first. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you can make 8. So I'm guessing you just need to make 8. The other one will have 4 as well. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So I'm guessing this is just a typo. You need to make all wheels the same. These are look like rivet heads. So only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 96 rivet heads. That's gonna be fun. The rims for the wheels look good. Transmission parts, swing arms, shock absorbers for the rear. You got, yeah, you got two different types of canisters. You got water and you got fuel, so that's why you got two different kinds. The caps for the frontal, the two front rows of shock absorbers, and some small stuff. There's no, oh shit, no detail on this side, so we don't have to turn it around. The wheels, yeah, not too bad. Most of it will be covered in dust, mud anyway, so unless you do a parade version, which is kind of boring. Small, a little, oh, this fits perfectly, that's cool.
Let's see here the nice soul sucking rivet heads. Sorry, but it's just soul sucking rivet heads. And then there's all kinds of small stuff. Tow hooks, swing arms, transmission parts. These are also transmission parts there. The rims for the wheels. Give you a little bit close up. You can see the inside as well. And then there are more parts. And you got two of these sprues, so no what that's it says water and fuel on there. You can see there are two different types. And fillers for the wheels and small stuff there.
So this goes back to its, and like I said, you got two the same. And I really didn't notice those being edited, so that's gonna be fun. Oh, I forgot the decals on there. Oh, I'll do those last. Last sprue. Got the gun, which is one part molded open, so that's nice. Got the air horn, which is molded open as well. That's also nice. I haven't seen that one before. It's cool. Hedges, machine gun, pickaxe head, axe, hammer, and small stuffs. No detail on the other side. The gun, meh. That's all I can say. It's meh. It's a one-piece mold, so that's good, and the muzzle brake is open. That's good, but it looks very plastic. And I know it's styrene, but it looks very plastic rubbery. You'll know what I mean if I get a close up. The wire cutter. Give it a close up again.
There it is. All small stuff. Just additives to the kit. Go down. There, and there's the gun. And if the camera picks it up, you know what I mean by plastic rubbery. Breech there, or the muzzle there. There's the wire cutter. Tools there. And just general add to the kit to finish its stuff. And go this way. There's the axe head. Yeah, I went the wrong way, sorry. And there's small stuff there as well, so. There's the machine gun, I'll give that a little bit of a close up. Oh, where are we? There, sorry. That's the coax. And then
handlebars. So far for the styrene parts. I completely forgot the photo edge and decals. This aside. It's a nice resealable bag again. Open this up. And the photo edge is bent already, so that's not a good thing. But it's very thin photo edge. It's protected on both sides, and I'm going to leave the protection on there because otherwise it will bend very easily. This is mainly grills and protection, so
You can see there. That's all the photo edge. It's all nice and big pieces, how I like them the best.
And then we got the
tire jack, pioneer tool, lifting point, tie down point, hot surface, do not touch, no step a couple of times, safety chain, lug, tie down point, recovery lock, towing point, hot surface. So it's all readable, that's good. 2-2 calf, G12. Yeah, they look good. They really do look good. Yeah, you can read everything that's there. There's not a lot,
but still it's good. So nice and clean. So put this back in here. Take this over here. Put it in. And yeah. And brothers do it like this, otherwise it won't fit. One of those boxes, once you take it out, it won't fit again. Instruction sheets are in the bottom, that's just the color, so close the box. And this will conclude my review of the Panda Hobby M1296 Stryker Dragoon IFV on a 1/35 scale. Kit number PH35045. I really hope you like this review. If you do like the video, subscribe to the video if you want to see more of mine, and then hit that little bell icon next to it so you get notifications when I upload a new video, which I try to do pretty regularly. Just try, can't, not always, job wise and everything. Again, I want to do a big thank you to Panda Hobby and Domino.be for providing me with this kit sample. And yeah, hope you liked it. If you really like it, you can always visit my Patreon, help me out that way, see what I can do for you as well, and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.